Hey everyone, Meosity here, welcome back. Today we're going to be continuing on with Darkest Dungeon 2, heading into Beast Tangle. I think that's going to be the safer bet here. And then we're going to be maybe going into the mountain. We'll see how time is, and then maybe we'll go into next episode mountain. We'll see. Anyway, we have a lot of food for a rabbit. That's really good. We're gonna also look at a few things here, like I'm not gonna spend any of our relics. We're gonna save that for the mountain. We're not gonna spend any of the baubles or anything like that, but we do have 7 mastery points because of the last area. So what I was thinking, did not mean to do that, is that I was going to upgrade a few things here, one of which was going to be absinthe, because I know that's going to be used for the boss, and getting the greater dodge, or the dodge plus on Audrey there for 2 hits would pretty much negate the damage, and the fact that I could use that right in the beginning and get her 6% crit for the entire battle might be really good. So let's get that. I'm going to upgrade Glint in the Dark just so it does more damage, more crit, and I'm not sure that I need to ignore any stealth for this entire rest of the leg of the journey. However, what it will do is help me get off that execution 1. That leaves us 5, which I may come back for the repartee upgrade, just in case. I'm going to be upgrading Touche just so I do extra damage and crit when putting on the Vuln token. For that very same reason, I was almost thinking of putting on the upgrade for the coup de grace. That way I mean, it's only 1 more damage with a little bit of crit on it. So that's another one I'll come back to, which leaves us with Baristan. I was honestly thinking, I'm still debating this one. I really do not get combos off. So I have the improvised strategy on him. So he could guard with, what is it? Defender. So someone could get the damage bonus from that. Preferably like, say, Audrey or Sahar. And then use Rampart for his damage, which I know isn't much. Actually, upgrading that won't do me much. But then he could also use Stand Fast for the block pluses, remove block, or remove combo, and turn start block plus for 3 turns. And that has a cooldown 1 then? That sounds really good to me, so let's get that. Popping over to Pyrrha, let's upgrade the Noxious Blast. Battlefield Medicine, she's pretty set. Then popping back over to Audrey, let's get the repartee in case of emergencies. And then we're pretty much set there, so let's go to the Wainwright. I was going to pop on the Stew Pot.
This will serve well.
Yeah, we'll keep this as is. We're going to repair.
Repaired and refurbished.
Screw the decimal system. That's something I can toss if I absolutely need to. And then, in items, is there anything I actually need to use here? I don't really plan on fighting the boss here. That's just gonna seem, I know I could get a few decent trinkets and such out of it, but I don't know. Let's use the Songbook of Touching Dirges. Everyone could use a slight bump from that. I might need to get a little whiskey for Audrey and Sahar now. Did not plan on that. We're a little low on the relics, so that is what it is, and let's go to the Tangle.
Tried and tested.
Alright, you gotta love it. Throwing Dagger, strength on Baristan, and Rampart, strength on Audrey. Shadow Fade, which we won't really be using. An indiscriminate science de-stresses Audrey. You gotta love it. A little bit of sick humor there. Alright, let's see the route. I know this time around I actually want to ignore the lair.
Rewards.
But beyond that, I really don't know.
Nation.
Like, I could hit the ingress. The vintage collection actually would be really good. Time-worn volumes are kind of meh. Okay, I see a path. I see a path. Though I think the best course of action will be to go to the unknown through the barricade fight to the ingress. So I don't... Actually, I could go to the hoarder and see if I can't get a good trinket. And then still go to the unknown to a vintage collection there. So I could theoretically buy this +5 stress for everyone. I guess we're not getting the stress, so there are all the almanacs I'm not gonna need. Book of Body Tales. Creative Insults might help on bear stun.
A simple choice.
Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna go to the hoarder. Because if I can get a decent trinket or two, that might be helpful. Now, hopefully the loathing isn't going to be too much of an issue.
He struggles to decide what is real.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Laughter and tears.
Gain on miss. Melee skills plus crit. Medicinal skills are... if medicinal herbs are equipped, plus 50% healing given from skills. Then I would just have to get them. I could get the food barrels for the plus speed. Okay. Well, I mean, it's better than nothing. Let's get the plus speed, because I feel like that's going to be more worthwhile than trying to heal more on Para, when the actual goal is going to be to rip him a new one. And I don't know how much the fire grenades actually stack. So we're going to leave those.
Onward.
Let's go up through the barricade. That has a chance, not very high, but a chance of giving us a mastery point. And so does the resistance encounter then that we're going to lead into. Let's take a look at this really quick before we actually go there. Can get stressed down with Audrey, and I don't necessarily want to use those right now. So maybe, just maybe, we'll be bleeding and I can get rid of that. I don't anticipate it. That's stealth? Okay. I'll take the hit on Bara. Yeah, they ambushed us. Alright, well. Let's glint in the dark and start on the bishops. Ouchie.
For who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Got a plan there. Let's bolster for the stress. Sahar's gonna go forward with flesh. Then Touche. Really don't need to single target, but you know, we'll do what we can.
On to the next.
We'll get rid of the corpse so we can't bring it back to life, so Magnesium Rain after we healing salve.
Collaboration confers
Retribution. Not sure he can attack Barristan back there, but that's fine. Just keep doing what we can. Alright, so 5, we Plague Grenade, it goes down. Leaving this big lummox. So let's start him. Owie. Alright, get rid of the bleed. Retribution, so they go at Bara. Put Volnon. Heal up. Blight. And watch him drop. Armor break. Execution won't go off if he has too many death armors. That's sad.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Suppose that won't heal, so away he goes.
Sweet reprieve. Until the next before you.
I'll just take the medals and the currency. Alright. Academic study after a barricade. It's gonna be at the barricade. This has a chance at a few things. Not seen this mashup. This is a debuff. One moving, remove, block. Okay. So they are frenzied. They're gonna do more. They're gonna hurt more. Let's take out the spearman.
Lethality writ large.
Gonna put Bara back in place so Sahar can rip them apart more. Gonna just use this for now.
Road cannot be walked.
And we're gonna Plague Grenade the back row. Should almost take them out. Then, with this, that does. Back row gone. So, I don't think I can vuln the barricade there, but that's fine.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
Heal Sahar.
Empowered.
Retro.
Emboldened.
I can just imagine the noise that makes hitting the barricade. It is not pleasant in my head. Alright. You know what? Let's heal Bara. Bara takes out barricade.
Confers advantage.
And he's about to have a very bad day because he did not run away. Hit with stick. Heal Sahar. Poke with pointy end. And Braggart pops off.
A simple variable, easily resolved.
Well, some of this could be very useful. We're gonna find out. Actually, I was about to use some of this, so there we go. And there we go, that should help, right? Before I get the vintages, which I'll use for the boss.
A place of research and inquiry. A monument to a once prestigious career.
Is that plus stress? But positive quirk and a mixed quirk or combat item. Oh. Yeah, I still want this.
An unexpected find.
The blood. Add crit, strength, and speed tokens for 1 turn. And then add horror, but you know, whatever. Okay, so let's get rid of some junk. I know I have some trinkets I'm never going to use, so Sacrificial Host, Clotting Cure, Minor Gilded Mind, Minor blah blah blah. There we go.
An elementary problem, is it not?
Just gonna try to avoid the loathing for now.
A welcome reprieve.
And I guess everything on the road too, because I suck at driving.
I regret ever buying that cursed clay from which
You've seen it in the dark.
anathema.
I can get 1 combat item, or I can get 2 combat items. Otherworldly fragments. I am gonna use those. In fact, oof. You know Para's gonna grab those.
Valuable until it becomes an excuse for inaction.
For now, let's use up some of the stuff that I don't plan on using for the boss. Get our use out of it rather than toss it, you know?
It is low indeed to profit in destruction.
Okay, normal bandit fight. He can bleed, can he not? Okay. And dogs can bleed. So, we're gonna use that. And then we're gonna Flashing Dagger. Why not Stimulant? Why not? I got stuff to replace it. Wrong move, better result. Then bleed them,
Victory supposes
burn them, get rid of corpse. Handgunner goes down. I think that's what he's called, right? Crack shot. Doggo goes down. It can heal Audrey, so let's do that. And you, sir, are about to have a very bad day, because that's about every debuff you can get. Then we're gonna retro. So, or retribution, I suppose, not retro. That way you go up Baristan. I know that he had the combo on him, however, I'd rather him take the damage than anyone else. And touche.
an unexpected find.
Take what we can, leave the rest, which is nothing. And items. Everyone has their stuff. On to the battle. I need a little light. Got an outpost. Everyone wants to fight. What's the relationship stuff? Let's do this. Ghoul. I don't like the ghoul. Alright, bear stun for the bleeding debuff. Then flashing dagger. Get these two down. Stimulant. See, 7 and 7. So yeah, let's start on Mr. Ghoul. Then Crow Feet.
Cunning. You may outwit them yet.
Plague Grenade. They go down.
Awash in turmoil.
Ooh, stun on Audrey. But Warhorn for the funsies. Retribution.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
Oh. I have made a mistake. I need her an aggressive. Blight to you. How's that working for you, bub?
Cooperation is the key.
Rampart. And Deathblow.
The unrelenting application of
Alrighty. That's that.
morbid gains.
I mean, calibrating sensor is okay. Actually, I might have a use for it. Now more combat items. Doubt I'm going to have a use for that, but we're going to try. We're going to maybe we'll have a use for those. Use another Warhorn. Actually, I'm gonna stash that Warhorn for a hot minute. We are gonna use the triage kits on the way there. Oh, I need the stealth stuff. And Barra can use that for now. And then this gets me time-worn volumes again.
An
I'm a
academic
little concerned about that.
full of the forbidden and the forgotten.
Well, maybe I'll find something decent. Creative insults, touching dirges. Okay, now we actually need to get rid of junk. So, Popped Fly goes away. Chalk Dust goes away. I know I have a Chalk Dust somewhere else. There we go. That goes away. Actually, I'm gonna equip the Crow Feet there that I found. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Milk Silk Linens because I don't really get blinded here, do I? One of the bosses upcoming. Do I get blighted from anything here? Let's do this. And Bariston's trinkets. He's not gonna miss often. The only way he's gonna miss is if something upcoming blinds him, because not many things are going to get dodged from here on out, if I remember correctly, which I probably don't. However, gain one hit if speed less than 2, which he's not going to have. Okay. That goes away. Now, I was keeping Misstep because Bearstom is not doing much damage. So it would be kind of nice to have extra health on him. So I could get rid of these and throw Misstep on him, and then he would have almost 100 health. But I would really like a different Dark Impulse on him. Or, you know, Stained Trinket. And then I could naggle a few other things. I really should just get rid of that Decimal System and all these Almanacs, because they're going to be absolutely worthless. The Wagon Jack goes away. These are just taking up space. Alright. There we go. I have space to get more Flapjacks and stuff now. I wanted to avoid the lair, so that means I have to go right. Okay. That makes sense. I mean, I suppose I could have gone to the lair and just done like 1 or 2 fights. Chalk dust. Hey, this is what I think of y'all.
You may outwit them yet.
How's that 20 crit? I swear she's a monster. We've created a monster. Light grenade, 1 down. One's probably not feeling too good there. Audrey, you do you.
In crisis, we
back in front.
Only upon each other.
Punch him with your shield. We'll do flashing daggers. That is a nasty crit.
And effective.
Just gonna use these things up. And then... I was planning on doing damage to him. I don't think I needed to damage him. And does he bleed out? No, he doesn't. But what we can do... Does that do 2? That would do 2. So no, we actually need to play grenade. But now he goes to damage, so... Oh, that was fun.
In crisis, no gain is it.
They weren't much of bandits, were they? If that's all they had. Resistance encounter, though? Yeah, screw it. Very familiar lineup here. Just trade out that knight with the ghoul. Yeah, let's get these arbalists down. I really don't like them, so. Now, either way, I would get the arbalist down. The only thing that I'm questioning is if I should do Plague Grenade, which would do like 6, it would honestly take out that other arbalist. 6 for 5, so in 3 rounds that other arbalist goes, and then I can just focus on the knight. So we'll do that. Punch fast.
Hold fast.
Okay, ouchie.
For who knows what
Ouchie, ouchie.
beyond.
Let's get weak on you. Honestly, get rid of you. Retribution, so you got Bearstom. All that's Holy Heal Sahar.
Not be walked alone.
Get that weak. Or Volton, I suppose. Throw in Dagger.
In crisis, we can
Don't
rely
need to bolster,
on each other.
so crush, armor break. I'm not gonna get what I want here, so we're just gonna heal.
A little help impeccably timed.
Armor break. Execution.
All problems have their solutions.
Okay.
Even the big ones.
So, ooh, shiny, shiny. Blistering bugle can be left. I need to look at this really quick. Okay, so duration dealt. That can replace the galvanizing goblet, can't it? If noxious item is equipped, brilliant brew is noxious. 2 damage dealt. I'm not using incision, so it's not affecting its bleed damage, and I'm not using disorienting blasts. So that's not going to be a thing. However, the other argument you could make is I'm only trading this up for 1 blight damage, so I'm not going to have the stress resistance, which doesn't seem to go off too often. But I could trade... Now this is not a good idea in my head, just even math-wise. So I could trade 2 duration, which if I did this would be 6 for 5 rounds, which is... Actually, wait. Let's go off of Noxious Blast here. So it'd be 8 for 5 rounds. That's 40 damage. That's a lot. But I could trade this out for duration for damage and instead do 9 damage for 3 rounds, which damages faster. So I would get the fight done faster, but it would wear off faster as well. So there's a case to be made for both, but I think I'm going to do this. We can then get rid of Galvanizing Goblet because no one uses Blight but Para.
When deliberation
We're going to avoid the lair.
instincts.
How much loathing do I have? Do I know? I have no loathing, okay. Part of me says to avoid the barricade because then I can heal up on the way to the mountain and to the rampart, obviously. So that would just get me whatever that unknown is. Before I do that, I'll do that after the, Actually, no, we're doing it now. So I don't know what the thing is right there, but this should be fine. And if there is no fight right there, I'm going to trade a few items out for the rampart. Because I know it's at the rampart, and it is mean. It is mean. Oh. Okay, this isn't bad. This is livable. Okay. Get Sahar going. She's an aggressive. We're going to blight the back rows. I knew the flame thing was kind of coming. I almost thought that I needed to get some flames of hope or something going, or hit a assistance encounter, and I didn't do it, so that's on me.
Agony by accumulation.
Okay. Altar goes. Trumpeter will go on its turn. We can, though, get some healing on Audrey by hitting the Herald and the Deacon. Heal Vera. Get the weak on the Deacon. Rampart forward. He goes. I have a plan, do not worry. Throwing dagger. Gotta love the respectful. Bolster, get that stress down.
All reprieve from this carousel of horrors.
Flush. Yeah, we're gonna burn a triage kit. So this takes him down to death's door. And execution there, buddy. Now I know that's not the best spot to go into this next fight on, but we'll make it work. Especially because we'll heal on the way. Books or positive quirk. Let's go the books again, just because we got klepto. I didn't want those, but I wanted the rousing tunes, so. Because these are all almanacs that just do damage in various areas that I'm not going to be able to go to. Okay, that's just a loathing. So that is fine. We're gonna hit both of these. I'm gonna make an abrupt stop right here. And we're gonna do a few item changes. Noisemaker. That's fine. I might need to use the blood here, and that's... I really would like to use the triage kit if I need to. But having this on Para is huge. So honestly, what I might do is change out the blood there, then have the Warhorn otherwise. Alright, let's see how this goes. Thankfully, I might be able to take out the altars. The big thing I'm thinking right now. I'm gonna save the Warhorn for when I can get flesh and aggressive, because then it has higher damage and crit. I'm hoping that's gonna work. Flashing daggers, we're gonna try to take that altar out. I'm not sure it's gonna work because I'm not sure I can get the... if it's a turn 1 or a turn 2 thing that he kills it. Otherworldly fragment on it, because that's going to be 10 damage over time if I get both of them on. Still got the blight, which stacks with my other stuff on Para.
The enemy.
So we're 15 around on it right now. We're going to do our noisemaker and get him back in position. This is where things might hurt. Oh, he does do the blight. Oh no. I'm in trouble. Well, 30 blight around and 6 burn. This might be doable. And 14. Altar down. Yeah, this might be doable. Yeah. Warhorn. We just gotta death door it. Prelude. Respectful. That's it. It goes down on its turn.
Empowered. Emboldened.
Bolster. Stress down. We're good. I was worried.
An inkling of
That could have gone downhill so quickly.
well-worn relic.
Oh, that's movement resistance. That's actually really good for Bara. Those actually are really, really good. Hey.
The loathing whispers.
Oh. Could you tell I was worried about that fight? I always am. I've had that thing like pull someone out of position and kill them all within a single turn. It's not even funny.
The familiar hearth.
Okay, Audrey got a quirk.
Once again.
Of course, we have all bad stuff. Okay. Take our items. So I am gonna check a few things out here.
Relics remind us of a time before the end.
Ooh. So I have the ability to replace the blueprints here.
Experimentation.
And the medicine chest.
Serve you
We
well.
only got one mastery point.
There is
And we're going to the mountain.
now but to press on. Come what may.
I do think I'll get the ice box, actually. Just because there's a bunch of reasons there, but we'll do that.
Planning and mind.
I don't think I can really get diseased on the way to the mountain, but there's a chance, and, well, there we go. So I'm going to get rid of a few things here. Well, I better click there. So let's get rid of the blueprint tubes, mixing kit, shrine map. I might change my mind on that medicine chest, just for how items are stacked. We have a few bad quirks though, right? Kleptomania. I really wanted Fragile gone, that's for sure. And bad digestion. Okay, so let's grab a few of these. Honestly, what I should have done, since I have the extra things, is grab the Merchant Guild seal, and that will get the prices of everything lowered, and then we can change the icebox back in, and everything will still be cheaper for when I go to buy it, right?
Experience, however painful.
Yeah, everything's slightly cheaper now. Okay. Now that I already spent a bit, but you know, it is what it is. So let's get rid of bad digestion if I can. Oh. Well, I mean, the one quirk I liked on him, gone. Don't think this means she's getting rid of Fragile. Book burner is gone at least. No one's diseased, correct? So I don't need to use the leeches. That wasn't horrible. It did ruin a perfect relationship though. Creative insults on Vera. I don't think he's gonna need it, but ceremonial drum. Holy beads on Audrey just in case. Rousing tunes to get speed up. Just to see where I'm kind of at now. Our tank having blight resistance. If he's guarding you, you'll have extra damage. And let's... Okay. +1 speed until next in, stun, and disease resistance until next in, or 1 of every... or 5 of every normal resistance. I think I want the speed. So let's do the invigorating stew. And that's also 1 per target rather than everyone, so I can save myself a max HP by doing that. Grave Robber gets 10 crit. Yeah, it has to be used on the Grave Robber. And what else can we get at the Provisioner that might be helpful? Okay, Dartboard. No matter who that goes on, that'd be good. We still need some whiskey flask stuff.
Something to ease the rigors of the road.
I don't remember him stunning, but I could be wrong, in which case this would be a really good buy, and that would be the last of my stuff. honestly, I don't remember it, but something's telling me to buy it right now. I'm gonna go with my gut here.
A bit of comfort.
So,
Damnation.
the 3 people who are probably gonna need it the most are those 3, because Audrey, Bera can both taunt if need be. Hera can heal. Those 2 can crit. And who do I give my 2 whiskeys to? Sahar and Hera would... Okay. And then 2 speed, -1 stress. Minus stress, minus stress. I'm pretty much tapped out otherwise. We have the mastery trainer here. So I'm gonna spend this on... Oof, I only get 1. I'm really tempted to get defender here, so target gets an additional round of being guarded. And that stacks even more with the buff he just got. Because otherwise, I would spend it on Coup de Grace, which I'm whatever on. Or Rampart, and I'd be getting rid of Crush for it. So let's do it. Okay. So let's switch some skills around here. I think we're fine there. The trinkets are what I was kind of thinking of too, so I want to take a look at this. So Bera right now has 68 health. With the kitchen knives, if he crits, which he has a higher crit rate on blighted things because of Para, he heals himself for a bit and he has a chance of gaining an extra action. And I can up his blight resistance. Or I can make it so he has 107 health. And he's not going to be doing much damage anyway. So I think I might do that. Which then leads me to Sahar, the duelist. She's probably not going to be the first in turn order too often. Let's get her extra crit. Okay. And then we're going to give Sahar the blood. I'm going to use a noisemaker on the way to the mountain. This is another thing on the way to the mountain that I'm hoping I will use. Alright. And then that'll be that. And we'll pick up from here next time going into the mountain, and we'll see what happens. So, as always, wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please have a good one.